feel like my whole life changed because somebody gave me advice.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that I did not know. I did like I'm gonna tell you a story. I had jury duty. I met this girl. Her name is B. So I always say like she changed my life. I don't even-
Mm-hmm. I was about to be positive and shit. I held it in. Look, I'm doing good, ain't I? Fuck that. Cry that shit out.
You're stupid.
Good.
Alright, I met this. I had jury duty. I met this girl named B. I think the jury duty was like for a week, and you really can't talk about nothing like other than the case, but like on a break or something, we just I don't know how a therapist came up, and I
And
was
you never met her prior to this.
no, don't know this girl.
Right.
Jury duty, murder case,
Mm-hmm.
and I just somewhere I was like, "Man, I need a therapist. I'm trying to find a black therapist is like a needle in a haystack." And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, "What? I got a black therapist."
Really?
She gave her number to me.
That's where your therapist came
That's what the therapist came from. Like she didn't have to do that for me.
from. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like anytime I know something, I automatically share with people
Yeah.
because I don't, that could be the thing that changed your life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she gave me that and the number. I started going to therapy, just kind of working on myself, just like.
Now, I'm gonna stop you right there. So,
Mhm.
when I met you, you was back and forth with the therapy sessions.
Mhm.
Did you did you have a therapist? Did you have this therapist when you were still married, or you
Mhm.
got one after?
No, I was still married. I had a.
Really?
Uh huh.
Yeah. So how did that? So this is what got you. It's part of the reason you got through what you was going through.
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
That's incredible. That's
Yep.
incredible. That's incredible.
Yep. I was going to therapy, and the thing is, I was sneaking going to therapy because, like,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people don't want you to do better for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I was working at Tyson's. I wasn't driving. My therapist was in Alexandria, so I would either tell my boss I'm going on a break,
Mm-hmm.
or I would just leave early for the day. So I would get on the train, go to Pentagon City, get on a bus from Pentagon City, and go to my therapy session
Mm-hmm.
for an hour. Walk through Old Town. That's why I love Old Town. Old Town is like my favorite place.
Yeah.
So after the therapy session, I would just kind of walk through Old Town, and then I would where was Chloe at the time? Oh, Chloe was back in Maryland. So then I would meet that person, and then we would go home to get Chloe from school, and I would act like it never happened. Like, how was your day? Oh,
Mm.
fine.
Were you telling your therapist that you was keeping it? That's this a secret, or you just was, or you she was in the blind too?
No, I didn't tell her, but she like my ex knew I was going to therapy because we went to a session together, but we
Oh,
only went to one,
right.
and then after that, it was kind of like, man, I don't need no therapist telling me what to do. Therapist is this, therapist is that. So I already knew that it wasn't going to be something that we was going to continue together, and I knew it was going to have to be something that I had to sneak and do because it wasn't something that was supported.
Mm-hmm.
And therapy really it changes you, so your partner will see you change, and if they're not willing to change, they're going to try to hold you back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or if they see that the changes that you're making will ultimately make you think about your relationship
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to do the work, they're going to try to stop you. So I probably did that like for at least a year, sneaking. No, maybe 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 2 years. I was just sneaking, going to therapy, just working on myself. And she never like your therapist don't tell you what to do. You already know what to do. You just have to, like I always say, how I felt was my brain was gone, but my body wouldn't move. Like I could not get my feet to take a step. But when you like when you're depressed, like you said, like you
Mm-hmm.
have a person is down, like you really are down, and it's nothing positive nobody can say is
Yeah.
going to get your feet to move. Like it takes work. It took years of going to therapy and working through things to get my feet to finally move.
Mm.
And when my foot let up, I,
Hard
I
ass.
was out hard ass because all I had got in my brain was God said you gotta go or you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be stuck here forever. So
Mm-hmm.
what's your choice? That's what, like I don't think I really ever heard God talk to me like that before, like
Mm-hmm.
ever.
Yeah.
But that was what I heard. Like you
Amen.
gotta stay here. You got a choice: stay here
Mm-hmm.
or go. I heard it clear as day, and I was like, I got to go,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I didn't look back.
Awesome. That's phenomenal.
Hmm.
And guess what? You, hey, yeah. So you know how everybody will say like, "Oh, goody good you. You a motherfucking thug, nigga."
Hmm.
It takes a goddamn gangster to do what they want to do.
For sure.
You hear me? That's the hardest shit to do, and you did that shit.
Hmm.
That's awesome, man. That's
See, that's when the
phenomenal. I'm proud of
positivity
you.
works.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning.